Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cougars offense will get the first swing of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting every...
How about that catch? Diving grab along the left sideline. Washington State lines up quickly.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out.
Oh, look out! And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him.
Touchdown, Wazoo! What a catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Broncos offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that, a cornerback, that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Broncos are rolling down the field. Now he's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. Keeps it going. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Open space at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Gaines. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Quarterback looks for a little space. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute it.
All kinds of running room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Washington State going quickly.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow...
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Discards a man. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's caught. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes his connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Broncos!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but the decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down for the offense.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. With jet sweep pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It's a draw. Sweet cut there. At the 45 on his way. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. The Broncos are on the move. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. To the air. It's Mateer. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Cougars have it in scoring position on first and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Wide out in motion. Go straight ahead. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. The Broncos will move the sticks with the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hit as he throws. He makes a catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Look at this defense. Shoulders sagging, tongues hanging out. 13 plays they've endured from this offense. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He'll take another shot here. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air, it's Mateer. Gets it out fast. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Washington State. They take the lead with the 6.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen.
Fires one high and deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They almost went end-to-end and housed it. Now a chance to stick it in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the red zone. Quarterback moving. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Washington State, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. The run from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Second down.
Back to pass. It's Mateer. He finds his man. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Washington State lines up quickly. Wants to throw on second down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Parker. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Broncos pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here we go.
Power football with the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. You know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. To the ground with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
18-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Boise State.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final second. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool.